Muy buena gente, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Soy Yuri, bienvenidos a Game of Thrones, un nuevo juego del Telltale Games. Ya saben, los creadores de juegos como The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, que lo tenemos subido al canal. Lo voy a jugar porque soy fanático de la saga prácticamente, o empecé a hacerlo en realidad. Empecé a hacerlo porque me presentaron algunos de los capítulos de la serie y empecé a mirar y me enganché y miré todos y ahora voy por los libros y no sé, quedé reenganchado con todo el universo Game of Thrones. Así que bueno, vamos a empezar, vamos a jugar. Ya saben cómo es esto de la empresa de Telltale Games. Generalmente es un juego en donde tenemos que ir tomando decisiones y esas decisiones se hace parte del juego en sí se va moldeando, digamos, el juego a medida que vayas tomando determinadas decisiones y eso, digamos, afecta al curso, ¿no? Antes de empezar el gameplay quiero agradecer al equipo de Zombie Wolf, que fueron los que realizaron esta traducción, que es la que van a estar viendo al español, porque Telltale Games no sacan los juegos solamente en inglés y es un equipo de chicos que hicieron este semejante laburo, traducirlo todo el juego al español y podamos disfrutar, poder jugarlo en español. Así que muchas gracias a ellos y empezamos el gameplay. A ver. Este juego episódico se adapta a las decisiones que tomes, la historia se modifica de acuerdo a cómo juegues. Bien, algo que veníamos sabiendo de entrada. Durante miles de años la casa Forrester ha sido un leal vasallo de la casa Stark. En los confines más oscuros del bosque de los lobos consiste un extraño pueblo de Ironwood. Ahora el norte ha sido destrozado por la guerra y las casas rivales buscan reclamar Ironwood, Hierro de los Forrester, con el fin de controlarlo, y el destino de la casa Forrester pende de un hilo. Bueno, antes que nada, tenemos que contextualizar un poco, por así decirlo, ¿no? Yo no he leído ninguno de los libros de este juego, de Game of Thrones, pero sí miré la serie. Este juego se ubica dentro de una parte de la serie que es en el momento de la boda roja, ¿no? En ese momento es donde comienza el juego.
Brought to his knees by the men of the north
and set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Old Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Bien, como vemos entonces es bastante parecido a los demás juegos de Telltale Games, no es que
Make sure it's spotless this time.
hay mucha diferencia,
Forrester
¿no?
won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on, it's only blood.
Bueno, vamos a limpiar esa sangrecita.
Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself.
Así que bueno,
You'll never have a sword
más
like
o menos
that.
entonces sabemos,
I say that as a
o
friend.
deberíamos saber,
And if we're
que
being honest,
son uno de
why
los momentos
not?
cruciales
Don't give swords like that
donde
to big
tenemos la
fellas.
guerra entre los del norte y los Stark y los Lannister, ¿no?
capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
So what really happened?
Someone caught him, I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What do I tell you?
Brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
And not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Don't take orders from you.
No recibo orden.
Would you take
Fue
orders
bastante
from
pesado
him?
este
See,
Bowen.
it's you're his squire. I'll fetch him some wine.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it.
Yo le quiero servir.
Norrin's family. has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield.
No entendí el chiste.
Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Robb Stark, the King in the North!
The King of the North!
Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Oh, the winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Let's hope it waits till this bloody war's over.
Got it.
Yes, my lord?
I need
My lord.
you to keep an eye out for Roderick.
¿Y quién es Roderick?
As his father, I could not
Ah,
be
hijo.
more proud of the man he's become.
Pero ese es el labor de un padre. Sé quién mejor
Men
que un
find
padre
much
para
courage
observar a
at
su
the
hijo.
bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my
To
lord.
answer the question,
What's to be done with you? It's been on
¿Me
my
van a
mind
aumentar el
for a
sueldo?
while now. Something must be done.
No he hecho nada.
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty?
Vino,
What can
mujeres,
I offer you?
ninguna de esas opciones.
Serve me well.
To bring honor to House Forrester, my lord.
You have more honor than those who were born to it. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow.
Hijo de
Not as a
puta,
squire,
me mandás a
but as the
morir.
equal of any man who serves House Forrester.
Prefiero ser tu
It's
escudero,
well
¿sabes?
deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That
Una
I
simple
don't
palabra,
promise.
podría ser
For
cagada en la
now, keep
vanguardia.
this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord. Pasa
Now
que
go.
no tengo experiencia
Find Roderick if you
luchando en la vanguardia.
my
O sea,
lord.
yo soy un escudero.
Thank you.
bloody hell.
Squire! Fetch us more wine!
Can you give me a hand? Come on, make it up to you.
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you, so I
Entonces,
outrank you. You should help me.
me pide ayuda para después darme órdenes. ¿Sí? Este Bowen es bastante subnormal.
Fetch more wine, scrub my armor. clean
Catarsis,
boots.
ahora. Catarsis de
Just my
Bowen.
luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
Oh, shut up, Bowen.
See, that's why you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Don't get angry with me. We're no different, you and I.
Aye, but I'm not the son of a pig
Mwah.
farmer. My father had dignity. All I'm
No
saying
te quiero desear el mal, pero ojalá
at
que
this
te
rate will never be
patee
more
ese
than
caballo.
this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For
Bajo
all
lo
I
bajo.
know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding.
I'm sick of listening to your whine.
Te
With
juro,
that
yo
attitude,
también.
You'll never be more than this.
Easy
Sí.
for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were Castellan, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
Fortaleza la casa Frey, la boda roja. Muy bien. Sí, tal cual. Entonces en la parte de la serie es muy igual.
Take your time.
Los de Telltale Games le hicieron casi
You lot
idéntico.
have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood. Fucking friends.
Mala onda.
Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Loco, se va a armar la podrida acá.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett.
What? What's wrong? What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd.
We need to get back.
Sí, vamos.
Fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have
Tengo
to
frío.
Go if you're in such a
fuera de-
rush.
Oh my god, no. Dios mío,
We have to
¿qué
warn
tengo que
the
hacer?
others.
Chao.
Good luck.
Te merecías igual, Bowen. O sea, todo bien, amigo, pero desde que te conocí quería que te mueras. ¡Ah! ¡Ey, ey, ey, ey! Tengo que conseguir una espada, algo para poder luchar. ¿Y ese quién es? Roderick. Amigo. Pelea re bien, Roderick. Vamos, o sea. Oh, por Dios, saca una pistola. A ver, quiero agarrar el escudo, ¿cómo hago? ¿Cómo? Ahí está. Dale, lo mejor que puedo hacer es correr. Ready, boys.
Shoot that one!
No. Toma, toma. Gracias, amigo. No sé quién sos, pero gracias. ¿En serio? Arrastre hacia adelante para salvarte. Bueno. Si me quedo acá nomás. No puedo. Bien. Dale, 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 dale. Corre, 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 corre. Cuidado. Para la izquierda. Para abajo. Y. Aprieta, aprieta, que me estoy ahorcando, aprieta, puto. ¿En serio? ¿Se va a cumplir la profecía? No te deseo el mal, pero ojalá que te patee ese caballo. Morí. Gracias, caballito. Bien, Garrett. Bien, Bien. Mira lo que le cagaste la vida a Roderick. O sea, si vos no gritabas Roderick y él miraba como un boludo ahí, capaz iba a estar vivo ahora. Bien, Garrett. O sea, Lord Forrester te dijo, cuida a mi hijo, y vos le cagaste. Sí, y le distraje y murió.
Speak up, Garrett.
Did you see him or not?
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Yo trataré de salvarlo, sí, claro. Dije, Roderick miró y por mirar, chum, listo, le enchufaron uno en la pierna y ya cayó un caballo encima.
You didn't leave him, did you? What happened to him? Speak up, boy.
I had to leave him. I had no other choice.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Oh, por fin una espada. Ah, gracias. Thank you, my lord. En serio, deje de mirarse como que... Ey, sí. Te están mirando re afeminado y te cae una flecha.
Fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
Olvídate, Gary, no puedes seguir. Ya está muerto.
They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Walder Frey says time to... Don't
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste.
No, quédate la voz.
I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
Walder Frey says...
Yo le cagué la vida a Rodrigo, así que vendría a ser de los traidores. ¿No?
And you will.
My lord,
By the gods, you will obey me. Tell your uncle.
Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost.
Tell no one but him. Do you understand?
You must swear.
Tell only your Uncle Duncan.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those forest...
Tu palabra no vale mucho después de lo que le hiciste a Rodrigo.
Do this for your house.
Solo eso te voy a decir.
Go!
Kill those fucking foresters! We love Walder Frey.
Oh, no. Adiós. Episodio 1. Hierro desde el hielo. Bueno, vamos a ver. Creo que fui uno de los únicos sobrevivientes de la traición de Frey, Walder Frey, la historia de Telltale, dirigido por Marty. Bueno. Oh, un cerdito. Usarle para desplazarte y ahora para mirar alrededor. Perfecto. Cerdito. Nada. ¿Qué es eso? Sangre.
Blood.
Oh, no me digas. Blood.
Fresh.
Cerdo muerto. Bueno, podemos hacer un asadito. Un asadito de chancho. Bueno, parece que no hay nada por acá. Carreta, mirar, excepto esta música aterradora.
That's Father's car.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking
Lord
titles
Bolton.
for this. Winter may be coming, but at least still have his bacon.
Ah, mira. Esa es la insignia de Bolton, sí.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father,
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
Ah, quiero hablar a mi
I
papá.
recognize you. You're a forester squire. Former
Sí, y
staff
tu
bannermen have no
cortecito
claim
hongo
on
es
land
bastante
anymore. Or haven't you heard?
horrible.
The
Mira qué es
Starks
eso,
are
por
dead.
favor.
Where'd you get that sword?
¿No te importa? O sea,
Not a
¿querés te
chance
cuente
that
dónde
sword
conseguí
is
mi ropa
his.
también?
Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter.
Maravillosa
None
capacidad
of
de
your
inventar.
fucking business.
Wow. Wow.
We're gonna feed you to the fucking pigs.
Ojo. Ahora sí que... Mierda, es bastante
That
grande la
sword's
espada.
too big for you,
Sí,
boy.
según
You
entonces
can barely pick
miré.
it up.
get off my land.
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North.
¿En serio?
I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
No.
Papi.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Bueno, toma. ¿No puedo dar la espada? Sí, la tendrás. Fuck you.
You.
Sí, evidentemente si Lord Forrester me mandaba a la vanguardia era para matarme directamente porque soy malísimo peleando.
Pathetic.
Ah, ok.
You really are a pig farmer, aren't you?
Totalmente. Agarramos el hacha. Bueno, uno menos. No, y sí, ya me tenían que hacer algo, me parecía, ¿no? ¡Ah! ¡Apreta! Cortarle el pelito a ese hongo horrible, hacerle un retoque ahí. Esto es como Goku, así como que cuando se enoja aumenta el ki.
Please,
Piedad.
beg of you.
Bueno.
I have a family. They'll never survive without me.
Bueno, sí,
I have
vamos a
no
perdonarle,
quarrel
pobre.
with you. No, please.
Cambié de idea.
Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this.
White Hill.
That much I promise.
Chao, honguito. Espero volver a verte.
Father? Garrett, you survived.
Sí, ¿no me viste recién peleando?
Your sister. Oh, she hid.
Oh.
I tried to stop them.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Bueno, mataste a te queda honguito nomás.
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
¿Qué? Tenés un pollo atravesado. Sí, señor, estoy vivo y maté a 2 de los soldados de Bolton.
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly.
Che, podés decir la verdad también que por tu culpa murió Roderick.
2 Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton.
Ah, no eran de
They
Bolton.
killed my family. And for what?
Eran 2 soldados de Whitehill.
My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
Bueno, pero los Stark ya no están, así que vamos a tener que arreglarnos con lo que hay.
Deep, but I should be
Y lo
able
que
to
hay
save
es
your leg.
bastante violento.
Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
Venganza.
I'd do it again if I
Sí
had
fue
the chance.
venganza,
If
pero
we
es
don't
cierto que
respond
también
with
fue
strength,
asesinato.
they won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection.
¿Gusanos?
Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Oh, por Dios. Oh, no, ¿en serio? Dios. Quédense ahí, chiquitos.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this.
No sé si lo dice por los Forster o por los Stark.
Poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Our house will never fall.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you?
¿Qué clase de maestre es este? O sea,
I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
Roderick had already fallen. There was nothing we could do.
Although I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
dale, vamos a caminar. Vamos a explorar un poco de qué hay.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
El asiento del señor. Este sería el asiento de Roderick. Pero bueno, como yo lo
The
di,
Ironwood Grove.
le distraí ahí justo cuando estaba peleando.
An ironwood shield.
The strongest wood in the known world.
Interesante.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
Un
I'm fine.
tapiz. A ver,
Let's
vamos a
rotate with
mirar.
I'll show you.
Lord Forrester, Rion, Talia y Ethan.
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
¿Exiliado?
Talia and Ethan. I suppose
Yeah,
Lord
Ethan.
Ethan now.
Sí. Porque Roderick, yo,
Mirror.
como lo distraje,
Still in
está
King's
muerto.
Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home. Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself.
¿Qué más? Rion.
Ryan.
Bueno, Ryan.
Never easy being the fourth
Para mí es
born
Rion.
son. Lord Forrester. There
Lord
is an honoured
Forrester.
squire for him. Gregor the Good. Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
Sí, yo y vos la cagaste.
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
Claro que sí. Fíjate, estoy caminando re bien. Voy a pegar un trote y todo. Hierbas medicinales, esto es como droga en la edad medieval.
This might help.
Me estoy robando todos los utensilios del maestro. Uira, eso no vamos a agarrar.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
¿Tiernas?
Yes.
Maldito enfermo.
No, you see there? You're limping again.
I'm fine, really.
Loco, no esperes que me recupere ahora. Ya. Dame tiempo.
Keep moving. I need to see you walk.
Oh. ¿Tengo que encontrar algo o qué?
I'll
Orden.
admit, you do seem better. It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester.
Gracias
By
por la
right,
vida.
that belongs to Lord Ethan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters. Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask.
Se siente como agusanada.
Why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
Como todas las historias, ¿no?
Who is the new lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course.
Ethan.
At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands.
No te tires para abajo.
Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
Ah, they'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
¿En serio?
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although given the circumstances of your circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Indispuesto, ¿eh?
Never mind.
I'll admit, you do seem better than was to be expected. I
Y
believe your
esos
leg will
gusanos
be fine. Only time will
son
tell.
bastante
but-
efectivos.
Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Mataron a mi hermana y a mi padre. Yo lo vi los
sorry.
cuerpos.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
¿Eso fue para Talia o para...?
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost.
Eso es mentira, no estábamos hablando de
I'm
eso.
sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
Lo que pasa es que yo...
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything...
He fought valiantly, my lady.
¿En serio?
Of
Es
course
lo único que
he
puedes
did.
decir.
He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
La verdad que
Any
sí.
last words before
Está bastante complicado de recordar, así que nada.
If you can remember.
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
¿No eran dos soldados de White Hill?
We're the ones
El
who should be
Bolton
demanding
sobrevivió, o sea, el
retribution.
soldado Bolton.
This happened on Forrester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much, I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
If not now, when?
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye.
Bien, Garrett.
You'll say it was
Estás poniendo
justice.
las bolas.
They'll say it was murder.
¿En
It's just
serio?
the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take. Which is why you
Este
cannot
tal
stay.
Duncan parece
Cannot
bastante
stay.
flojito, ¿no?
Duncan?
But where would I go?
The one place
Where
beyond
would
the
I
reach
go?
of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
Uncle, you can't send me to the wall. I'm not a criminal.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
Still not right.
No, it's not. But it's what's best.
That settles it then.
Bueno,
You can
defendí a
have
mi
my
familia y
And I'll
por
see
eso
you
me
have
voy al
plenty
muro.
of food. But we haven't much time.
Espero que esté
The
Jon
White
Snow
Hills
allí,
will
¿no?
come looking for you.
Sam también.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you're not a criminal, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have
Pero no tiene
volunteered
mucho
for the war.
sentido,
His own
Duncan.
great
Te lo digo
uncle was a
porque...
ranger with the Night's Watch.
A ver, vos decís que es por la casa Forrester que me envían al muro. Bah, digo, me
In
envían,
my
me envían a
heart,
Garrett.
I know I'll see you again.
Como si los otros cuando vengan no van a sospechar
I've
tal
been waiting
cosa.
for the right moment to tell you.
Peor, se pueden llegar a enojar. Sea como sea.
What?
Cualquiera de las dos cosas. Que se
What
quede
is it?
Garrett o que se vaya al muro.
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Yes. Me dijo eso que no sé qué carajo significa, pero me dijo que te lo diga a vos nomás.
Sorry. You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed.
Sí,
if
¿qué
ever.
tanto significa eso?
He said, tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
But
I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house.
¿En serio?
But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Bah, bueno, voy a tener que luchar para ser explorador. Aunque por más que luche no depende de mí, no, creo que eso era por suerte. Ah, no, era como que te evaluaban. Jon Snow era un buen soldado, pero lo mandaron a hacer...
Remember, you
¿cómo se dice?
represent House
Que
Forrester.
cuidara ahí
Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the
al
house.
I'll
comandante.
be strong.
I know you will.
Te digo, Duncan, no tiene ni un sentido esto. Me vaya, digo, se vaya Garrett, se quede. Igual Wilder Hill va a declarar la guerra. O porque lo estamos encubriendo.
Garrett,
o
wait!
porque se quedó ahí, entonces es motivo para atacar la casa. Un collar. Gracias. Un poco... Ah, no, está bueno.
Be safe.
¿Qué me podría pasar en el muro si está Jon Snow? Tengo que hacerme amigo de él y no voy a tener ningún problema. Bien.
Ethan? Ethan!
Ethan Forrester, Lord de la casa Forrester. Que podría ser Rodri, pero bueno, murió por culpa de
I
él.
couldn't find him. Could you?
Garrett.
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
King's
I don't
Landing,
want Garrett
seguro,
to
a
die
salvo.
either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword, like a man.
Bueno, eso
He taught
prácticamente es ser
Roderick
mariquita.
and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are.
No sé nada del tal Asher, ¿sí?
I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
Exiliado a esos,
I want to
pero
get angry,
solo eso.
but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly.
Porque es un poco caprichoso, ¿no? Va. Está empezando con los deberes.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected.
Tal cual.
He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Voy a ser un lord obediente. No hay una opción para que me quede.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something
Me
rash.
parece que a él no le cae
I
muy
can
bien a
handle Lord
Whitehill.
Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Gordito, ¿eh? ¿Será que se
Lord
come
Ethan,
bien
is
en tu
it?
casa?
My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
Güey.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
Güey, qué
I may
pesado.
be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. They're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody
Generalmente a los gorditos como vos
no courtesies.
no los
Should
recibo
have
ni con...
expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
Gordito está nervioso.
Lord Whitehill?
Oh no. Honguito. Ha vuelto Honguito.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name.
Pero, o sea,
And you
ellos...
are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed
Bueno, muy
my
buenos
men?
soldados no eran.
I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm
Por
not leaving
gordito.
until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad
Y
may
que
be lord of
gordito.
this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll
Bolton.
send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Adiós, Honguito.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a
Ramsay.
raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothed
Mira
to the king
Forrester.
may be enough to
Bueno,
keep the
estamos
Boltons
acá en
at bay.
Desembarco del Rey.
If it's
Esta
presented
es
to
la
her as
hermana
it
de
should be.
Ethan, Ryan, Ashet, Roderick, Talia. Ahora, ¿qué es lo que hará ella acá? Ni idea.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Bueno, ahora no las va a poder mandar porque tu papi ha muerto.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Sí, la verdad, no sé qué estará haciendo Asher allá.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Ethan made this for me.
Bueno, no encontramos nada valioso a excepción de la moneda de ayer.
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Carta de madre. No dicen los nombres, ¿viste? Dicen padre, madre.
Ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
A ver quién es.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you.
Un amigo.
I can come back later if you'd like.
Bueno. Entra.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Y así voy a compartir mis
Please
preocupaciones
hurry if
con
you
vos.
can. Lady Marjorie will
Con
be
el
here
chico
any
que
minute.
limpió la pieza.
You work for Lady Marjorie?
Bastante preguntón, ¿no?
I may be wrong. But it
Bueno,
seems
podemos
like
ser
you do.
amigos.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Oh, no, esa no.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
Why are you telling me this?
Somos amigos, al
I
parecer.
heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
Oh, no.
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Hasta luego, amigo. Creo que me dice. Me volaste la cabeza. Debería ser filósofo o amigo de Tyrion, no sé.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Sí, antes de discutir, te juro, me encantaría conocer a tu abuela. Una
From
grosa
the day
abuela.
you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together.
¿Es eso un
You must
plan?
understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
Cersei
She mentioned
arrinconando,
the
¿en serio?
Northern girl in my
No lo
service
creo.
because she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
Porque hay que prepararse psicológicamente para hablar con
Any
Cersei.
conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you.
Ah,
Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
sí, como si fuese tan fácil.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may
Gracias.
feel one thing, but you must say another.
What?
Good luck.
Gracias. Bueno, ahí está Cersei. ¿Está Tyrion
You can
también?
do this.
Oh, maldito enano, quiero conocerlo. ¿Puedo caminar? Sí.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Gracias, no puedo decir lo mismo
Lord
de vos
Tyrion.
con esa
Your Grace?
cosa que tenía en la cara. ¿Un corte?
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
En serio, es Forrester, es Forrester. Forrester. Mantener arrodillarse ante ella.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he?
Al único y
She
verdadero
is.
rey.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
¿Traidores?
They were the wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Exactamente.
Perhaps too clever for her own
Tu,
good.
tu comentario es como que no
The girl
ayuda
did
mucho.
say
tío.
the loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Bruce Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end.
¿Bolton?
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
¿Sí?
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you?
Tyrion, invítame un poco de
Ask
tu
any
vino.
Lannister, and they do whatever
Esta
was
señora te
necessary to
pone
save
nervioso, ¿en
Casterly
serio?
Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Cuestión de
Raises an
mujeres, ¿no?
interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
What?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define.
¿En serio?
The city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question.
¿Querés que te
And if
jure de
your
nuevo?
loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would... Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
Motherfucker. Bueno,
The
vamos a
king,
elegir al
of
rey.
course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Al parecer sí, ¿sabes?
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Bueno, creo que zafé la situación. Me voy a mi pieza a tomar vino. Vamos juntos, Tyrion.
I'll walk you out.
Bien.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased.
Eso era lo que
It
importaba.
was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
No.
I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Me estoy dando cuenta. Contéstale. Vale. Bueno, sobrevivimos a la interrogación coercitiva de Cersei.
Mira, I was worried. How was it?
Horrible.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now.
Oh, qué consuelo.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back.
here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jamie. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. That's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Ni en pedo.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven
Sí,
Kingdoms.
la ciaga que va a ligar
I
también
might
a la
even
de
allow you
Joffrey.
to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
La verdad que sí.
Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Bueno, ahora sí, vamos a contarle ahora. Tiene que ser ahora que pedirle ahora. O sea, la humillé delante de Cersei y ahora le pido ayuda.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
¿En serio? Ya. ¿Será?
Go on.
Recordar eso.
Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow.
Ramses.
What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Hey, deja de echarle
Joffrey
la
knows
culpa. Vos
only
también
too
que la
well
tuve tu
your
familia,
family
¿no?
fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene.
Sí,
Is
porque
the
somos amigos.
situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Bueno, conseguimos entonces la ayuda de Lady Margaret. No sé si nos sirve para algo, ¿no? Camino de la búsqueda de los dos. ¡Hey! Hay fiesta cerca.
Seven elves.
¿Qué onda? ¿Le están cocinando?
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Okay.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have full enough practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen.
Yo no escuché nada, ¿vos escuchaste algo? No, tampoco. Nadie vio nada, nadie escuchó nada. Ayuda. Oh, no, no.
Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
No, ¿cómo zafamos? Vamos a inspeccionar el cadáver a ver si conseguimos dinero o algo por el estilo.
Bloody hell.
Dios mío. Bueno, es como que la casa, o sea, la casa de los Bolton, se caracteriza por eso, no me acuerdo el nombre ahora, ya me voy a acordar seguramente, pero se caracteriza por, fíjense que en la misma insignia que llevan en la bandera, tienen así como un cuerpo, las 4 extremidades así, tipo atadas, ¿no? Como si fuese un cuerpo. Y se caracteriza por las torturas que hacen.
But 300 generations of Forester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise.
Vamos a preocuparnos por eso ahora, o sea, por el nombre.
To help you rule, Lord Ethan. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move. Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
¿Qué pasó? Problemas.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
Desertor y ladrón. Bueno, podríamos matarlo por eso, ¿no?
This house is doomed.
Peor ahora por decir eso.
We all fucking
Mira, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Quiet,
Ya
thief.
está ahí. Qué bonito.
Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields
¿Por qué le
and 3
hiciste? Nos
spears.
robaste.
Why did you do it? Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks
He's
true.
right. I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Oh, una linda cacheta.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Calm yourself. The time for calm passed with the late Lord Forester. Now there's only chaos.
Ah, la mierda.
You'll address him as Lord.
Luego, deja que hable sin golpearlo, ¿sí? O sea,
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
He's a thief. You can send him to the wall.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Deserve to make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
a ver, ¿qué vamos a hacer con él?
I will decide.
¿Podemos matarlo?
Take his fingers. He's a thief. If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my
Darle
lord.
mudo,
My
mostrarle
family depends
piedad.
on me. I,
Chao tus
Ethan of
deditos.
House Forester, Lord of Ironwrath, name you a thief. The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers. Oh, please, my lord! My lord, please! Please, no!
My lord, normally it is the Lord's duty to carry out the sentence. But I am willing to carry it out.
Ah, sí, me gustaría.
I will carry out
De
the
una,
sentence.
yo quiero hacerlo. Y si le. ¿Cómo se dice? Si hierro, mejor.
This is injustice,
Voy
my
a tratar
lord!
de darle a tu. Vale, si te quedas quieto, le doy a tu mano. Si no, voy y te aviento el cuello. Adiós.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
Por supuesto que sí. Vos sos el Lord.
As Maester, I cannot
Cualquier cosa
support
que decidas.
mutilation. You heard what
Está
the
correcto.
thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Bueno, tengo
Someone
que
you can
encontrar a
rely
alguien.
on,
¿No puedo
no
elegir a mi
matter the
hermanito Ryan?
Possessing wisdom.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role.
Ah.
They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you.
Bueno.
Here. The bracer of the sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then. to show that you are decisive and in control of this house.
Perfecto. Está bueno.
Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I understand. I'll do it now.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Bueno, tenemos ahí a Royal, no, algo así creo que era, y Duncan. Así que tengo que elegir como consejero, o sea, la mano del rey, algo por el estilo así, un consejero. Vamos a hablar a ver con Duncan.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
How bad is it? How long could we hold the house?
We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
I trust you to make the right decision.
O sea, te tiro el gallo vos.
We'll have to take food from the small folk and hope they can fend for themselves. If the house falls, they'd all be worse for it. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
Un poco crucial esa decisión viniendo de vos. Si era del otro todavía. Oh, está mi tío acá. Ibrahimovic.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord?
Es igualito.
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
¿Cómo está el PSG?
It's not an easy thing to do.
Vi una noticia el otro día que sacaste la remera en un partido y había un montón de tatuajes en tu cuerpo de niños.
But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish
Como
packing before nightfall.
una lucha contra
I
el
hope to be
hambre.
off tomorrow. At first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the
Tengo un
narrow sea
partido
to find your
en
brother
la Champions.
She has asked me to return with me, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree.
Que venga,
I
a ver si
told her that my place
necesitamos
is here.
gente que luche.
I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
Vos tenés una buena derecha, ¿eh?
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job.
Royland.
He'd be a fine choice.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ramsay Snow.
Ethan, I need to talk to you. Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man.
Lo de los dedos,
Where you punished him. How could you be so cruel?
Ey, no le di en el cuello.
I'm worried about you.
Do you think it's easy? I'm the third-born son. Father never prepared me for this. I'm doing the best I can.
I know you are, Ethan. I know. I know you said you'd get angry sometimes, but I didn't think I'd see it so soon.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the wall without my knowledge.
I know. and that wasn't your fault.
I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
I wish Father were here.
We all do, but Father is gone. You are the lord of this house, which is why you must be strong. You're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it.
Bueno, entonces vos vas a ser mi consejera. ¿Me lo puedo elegir ella?
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Vamos a ver si podemos hablar con Royal. ¿Duncan? Sería hacer algo con la comida,
Yes,
pero...
my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
Contar sobre centinelas.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
¿Por qué le mandaste al choto allá, Garrett?
Why did you send Garrett away?
I did it for your own protection, my lord. Garrett had to go. By sending him away myself, I thought it would keep you blameless in the eyes of the Whitehills. I only hope to give you an advantage.
¿En serio?
I understand. And you're forgiven.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Bueno. Dale el brazal.
You're all worthless and weak.
Tranquilo. Ryan.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, oh, you know, don't you?
You honor Roderick with this. He was a strong one.
He was. Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man.
Uy, vamos a hablar todo el día de eso. Eran solo 3 dedos.
Our enemy.
Yes.
A bad man. Everyone keeps talking about them.
No, he's not our enemy. But he did a bad thing.
People who do bad things need to be punished. Someone did something bad to Father and Roderick. Someone should hurt them even worse.
Whoa,
I
tranquilo.
want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
la gran. Este va a ser un asesino total cuando crezca. Chao, Ryan, ya me asustaste, me voy. Seguimos explorando un poco la casa. Por fin encontramos al señor Royal. A ver, aquí está. Royland. Royal, digo yo.
Barry! Wrong! I didn't know dogs could hold swords.
Word?
Royland.
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and center.
Brutos.
That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weak.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And you should know that swinging that blade yourself took stones. It was a man's way of justice. Yes, my lord.
I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority and made you look weak to the White Hills.
O sea que es como que no le da buena imagen
And if you pardon me
tu
saying,
persona si estás hablando mal de Duncan.
Duncan Tuttle is a good man.
Aye, a fine man. Why is he? But he has no business being a sentinel. He likes to talk, but now's the time for action. So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
Bueno, no sé a quién carajo elegir de los dos. O sea, preferiría elegir entre los, a ver, sé a quién no le voy a elegir. No le voy a elegir a Ryan. A Ryan sé que no le voy a elegir porque ese chico tiene problemas mentales, en serio. Tengo una idea.
Duncan, I've decided
Voy a
to
hacer lo
name you as
siguiente.
my
Voy a decirle a
sentinel.
Duncan
Congratulations.
que le voy a elegir a él.
Thank you, my lord. I'm honored. But are you sure?
Pero, o sea, a ver.
Yes, of
Le voy a
course.
elegir a él, pero le voy a escuchar
I'm
más
convinced
a
you're the man
Roland.
for the job.
No, es una buena estrategia. Es como para seguir teniéndolo a los dos. Seguir teniendo los consejos de ambos.
Right. I'll
Me
tell
elijo a
Maester
Duncan,
Tendrin to do it at once.
pero le escucho más a Roland. O sea, es bastante estúpido, ¿no? Si tenés que la decisión, si tenés que elegir uno, ¿por qué no elegí uno y ya? Pero para ser un poco más entretenido.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Yes.
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but
No
I see
confío en los maestros que
an entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
experimentan
This is
con
our greatest
gusanos.
asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
Ransom or a robbery? We may pay him now, but what's to stop him from coming back again?
Lord Ethan, the dangers of today outweigh the fears of tomorrow. My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Bueno. Llegó la hora. Debemos hacerlo, debemos escoger. Tanto protocolo para esto cuando todo el fucking reino está en guerra.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
No hay vergüenza en la derrota.
Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But
Totalmente.
you can only choose one, my lord.
No me
Let him
interrumpa
be
cuando
on.
estoy hablando. Gracias, Roland.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision. Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
¿Cómo que cambié idea?
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
Yeah.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Tranquilo.
You make a fool of me, my lord. You as much as promised it to me earlier.
That's quite enough. The matter is settled.
La verdad que sí, o sea, le dije que le iba a elegir a él y al final elegí al otro.
Now,
Qué bajón, pero sí es de la política.
What do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away.
Kane
We've
Spence
no
estaría
time to waste.
orgulloso de mi decisión.
He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not?
Let Duncan speak. I'd like to hear what he has to say. Duncan?
I'm sorry, Lord Ethan. You have chosen your Sentinel.
Ah, se hace el ofendido, Duncan.
The Bolton sigil is a flame.
Mándale al horno a Duncan por
Force is
decir
the
eso.
only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Cerrá el culo, Duncan. Dijiste que no iba a hablar, no hables.
Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! Although Sir Royland may object, I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you.
Sí.
As we served your
¿Querés
father.
servirme en algo, Duncan? Cerrá la
Well
boca.
then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong? You'll lead us into ruin.
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. You're likely to get us all killed.
Not another word.
I'd hoped for better from you.
No entendiste la parte de ni una sola palabra más.
Apologies, my son. I had expected better of him. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, I have fought for this family for many years. Do not forget that.
Se nota en tu rostro con esas cicatrices.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Why would you bring him back after you exiled
Te juro, ¿para qué le
exiled himself. He has no desire to rule.
Ah, bueno, eso es otra cosa.
Is volatile, but that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
Yo quiero que Asher esté acá, así que no voy a decir nada.
You're a thinker, Ethan. You contemplate, and a lord needs that. But a lord also needs swords.
Ibrahimovic. Zlatan va a ir a buscar a Asher, así que bueno.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
¿Ves, Zlatan?
Thank you, Ethan.
Habría que preguntar si Asher quiere volver, ¿no?
Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Bueno. Bastantes cosas pasaron en esta casa. Aposentos de Lady Margaery. Fortaleza roja de King's Landing. Llave extraña. Ah, ladrona también. Dale. Roba, dale. Robale a la futura reina. Estás robando, te cuento así de onda. ¿En serio? ¿Vas a seguir robando?
Marjorie?
Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you might want to know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I thought we were friends, Mira. When
No.
you dismissed me the other day, I won't say it didn't hurt my feelings.
Es que no somos amigas.
We've known each other for years.
Ah, pero bueno, voy a decirte que sí.
Truly. Friends trust one another. They don't hold secrets. Now Lady Marjorie thinks you don't trust me. And she values your opinion very much.
Sarah,
Lady Margaery.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Are you all right, my lady?
Oops.
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family.
Hey, nada, si
I'll
es
need this mended.
maldito Justin Bieber.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
What can I do to make this better, my lady?
There's nothing you can do, Mira.
Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine.
No te justifique, también es
Just
tuyo,
hope
es tu
you can
familia.
find some way to forgive me.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Bueno, por lo que sabemos entonces la casa Forrester va a tener que arreglársela sola. No hay ayuda de Lady Margaery. O sea, de la corona.
Begging your pardon, my lady.
Hola, amigo.
I hope I didn't
Filósofo.
frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room.
¿Ah?
I hope you saw. I was right before.
Perdón, ¿me estás
About
pidiendo?
Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family.
¿Cómo?
If you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry.
Aliados.
I really must go.
Please don't
Interesante el
despair.
chico.
I know people who...
Sos demasiado inteligente como para...
People who'd be willing to help you.
Vos deberías ser algún lord o algo así. Fíjate ese animal bruto ahí.
Where the bloody hell is Duncan?
He should be here.
Bueno.
Now, fuck him if he's angry. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
Sir
Tranquilízate,
Royland,
querido.
I trust you'll keep a level head.
Of course, my lord. But the bastard of Bolton can't be trusted to do the same.
Oh, vino con gorditos.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of
Thank
the
you,
Warden
Lord.
of
That's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
What do you think?
Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this.
No vas a tener mucho tiempo libre si te la pasas comiendo, amigo.
Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. Nothing. We'll see. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind, Anyone can say they're loyal.
I only kneel to the king.
Is not the warden also deserving of your respect? But then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
You see? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Gordito.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forrester. They murdered our
¿Podemos
men.
confiar? Sí. Okay, no podemos confiar.
Forrester's
Es
wife,
un
did it?
señor gordito como vos.
One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone.
Buenísimo. ¿Cuál?
The Whitehills will be taking control of your ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What?
The ironwood. But
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
We have loyal craftsmen who make the finest weapons. The Whitehills have no such craftsmen. Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
at Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace.
Oh.
And make sure there's no more trouble.
We'll bar the gates.
Too late for that.
Ah, o sea, ya están acá los 20 hombres. Ya está instalada la guarnición.
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
¿Quién es Griff?
The seven hells he will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Enough, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite
Se
pretty.
está por pudrir todo
Your
esto, ¿no?
sister.
Bueno, de hecho,
We
creo que se
get
fue el de
along
carajo.
well. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Oh, no.
What have you done?
But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! My lord! Oh, no!
I knew you'd bend the knee eventually.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding.
Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
Dios mío, hijo de mil.
However, The Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Stop!
Brian! Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
No, Ryan. Bueno, si le llevan, prácticamente va a causar la anarquía. En Walden por ese chico tiene problemas mentales. Es ultra violento. Fuck.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let them take me!
You will not take him!
Don't, please! Brian, please!
No!
Brian! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Dios mío. Mataron a Ethan, o sea, me imagino que Asher no va a venir muy contento. Esta historia ha comenzado y sí, ¿de qué manera?
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties.
Jon Snow.
Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again.
Zlatan.
Our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Bueno, chicos, acá más o menos está el porcentaje de las opciones decididas.